Oh my gosh, you guys, good morning. It is legit stunning outside. I ended off the last vlog pretty abruptly, I'm pretty sure, but let's just continue it here. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Today is Saturday, and I actually don't have that, I have like no weekend plans. I mean, I was gonna say I don't have that many weekend plans. I have like nothing. I'm going to get a coffee right now because we know I'm addicted, and someone commented, they were like, you should do a video where you challenge yourself not to spend any money in a week. It would be very hard for me. Also, I went through all the cold brew in the house, so I did drink it all, but I want to go get, I'm the worst. And it's a beautiful day, so I just want to take a drive. What else? Today I want to research apartments. I guess I could just give you the apartment update right now, because a lot of people are asking, like, when are you moving to Boston? The short answer is I will not know until probably a week from today, because we're going up to Boston in a week. We're going next Friday to look at places, and I do have a short list of like 3 places that I'm really interested in. However, I have not signed anything. I haven't even filled out the application, so today is my job to kind of research that further, probably fill out some applications. Yeah, the goal is that I can just individually sign for the apartment, but my parents said that they, like, if it gets bounced, I do already have credit, like I have a credit card, I've been building credit. However, I know that since it's like my first like real apartment and I'm living by myself, I might need a co-signer. So my parents are so kind and we're like, we'll co-sign, even though I'm paying for my rent, I'm paying for everything, just to be clear. They are not paying for, like, I'm sure that they will help me with the moving expenses. However, there is this signing bonus of my job that's going to cover a lot of the moving expenses, and I have a lot of money saved up for the move. So just to be clear, my parents are not like funding me to like live in a single apartment in Boston like anyways, which I'm very, very thankful that, you know, YouTube and social media and all of this stuff has given me the ability and the financial freedom to do that kind of stuff. Really cool. How did I get on that tangent? Oh, stuff I have to do today. Look at apartments. I want to self-tan. And I think we're doing like a barbecue for dinner tonight with my fam. Just my mom, dad, brother, and me. And oh my gosh, my brother's lacrosse team won yesterday, so now they're going to the semifinals, and I'm so proud of him. Like, I could actually tear up at how much like pride I have of my brother. I don't know, I have like this weird thing, like I'm just so proud of him. So we're gonna go to Starbucks. Gotta listen. Oh, actually I'm listening to Skinny Confidential right now, podcast, but I'm not in a podcast driving mood. Sometimes I'm in a mood where I want to just drive and listen to a podcast, but I'm in like a, it's a beautiful day mood. So let's listen to my summer playlist on Spotify. You guys know what to do.
9 slides for starters, man.
That's a pinch double team to perfection at the other end. You get that, Virginia.
Clark, I think we forget sometimes.
Hey guys, so I've sucked at vlogging, and I'm gonna give you a fake explanation here. Okay, and yeah, I do have drying lotion on my nose. For some reason, I have like this pimple on my nose right now that hurts so bad. It like actually is in pain, so we're gonna put drying lotion on that. So my explanation for not posting is just that I legit wanted lazy days, but we're gonna get back to it, so don't worry about it. I'm posting right now, and then I'm making my little list for other videos I'm doing. Game of Thrones season finale tonight, quite exciting. Who knows what's gonna happen, honestly. I've watched all the interviews of the cast where they say that the end of the season is really like unhappy, so I have a feeling it's gonna be a terrible ending, but stay tuned for that. I guess I can make a prediction. I don't know, like I just feel like Jon Snow on the Iron Throne would be like so predictable, but I don't really know. I self-tanned last night. I used the Loving Tan 2 Hour Express in dark, and I just used the mitt that I got. This is a Loving Tan mitt too, but any mitt works. But I actually really like this one because it's kind of soft. Yeah, and I bought this at Ulta, and I got the mitt for free, if you're wondering. But I know you could just buy it on like Amazon, like anywhere. It is definitely expensive, but it will last you a good few applications, and I would say the application, as long as you're not like exfoliating your skin and doing anything too crazy, it's gonna last on your skin for probably like a week, honestly, like 5 to 7 days. Mine lasts like a really long time, and it gradually fades. It doesn't, I noticed that's the really good thing about the self tanner. It was, well, number one, you look really good. I'm not wearing makeup and my skin is really bad, but I don't feel too terrible, if that makes sense, because of the tan. I know that's like annoying, but okay. And another thing that I really like about it is that it fades evenly, so you're not going to get like blotchy like tan marks. It's going to like evenly go away, if that makes sense, so it looks like a real tan. So I'm a big fan of this. I'll link it down below. per usual. I need to get better about linking items, I noticed, so I'm gonna get better about that. And then I'm actually kind of dealing with like apartment stuff at the same time. We're going to Boston. I said in this video, we're going on Friday and today's Sunday. I'm just trying to get everything organized. For that, I printed out a bunch of copies of my offer letter here, just so that I can have that like on file to have as proof of employment for when we go and visit the places. I have to call one of them just to confirm that the tour was set up. And honestly, last night I had like a legit like not midlife, but like adulting crisis, just like financial stuff. I have a lot of, like, I'll just be honest with you guys with my financial situation. I have like a lot of money saved up for this apartment, but living alone in Boston, or even like I'm living outside of Boston and still going, I guess, and that's another thing. People are like, you're not living in Boston. Okay, I'm not living in Boston. I'm looking at, honestly, I'm looking at Cambridge right now, which is legit so close to Boston, but I guess it's not technically Boston. Okay, you get it. But yeah, I'm just getting really stressed about the financial situations and stuff, even though like I have the money for it. Rent is just expensive, and like big girl expenses are real, and like I'm just realizing that like it's all kind of happening like right now. And I think that in college my financial situation was very like radically different, just because I didn't really have to pay for like real things like my rent and stuff. I guess it came out of my account technically, but my mom would transfer in the money. My rent honestly cost $500 a month in Athens. My room was huge, and like I lived in a nice house. I'm about to be paying legit so much money. I mean, you could Google like average rent in these areas to live in I'm living in a studio likely, but a studio or a 1-bedroom. It's like astronomical. So I'm just kind of dealing with all of this at once, and I think it's a lot right now because I'm only doing it off of, you know, my one income, like my YouTube income, and I'm not factoring in my job income at all. Because honestly, budgeting and all that stuff, like it's very overwhelming to me. So if any of you guys have, my dog is barking, but we could just ignore her. She barks at legit anything that walks by. It's fine. But if any of you guys have like legit budgeting tips, please send them my way. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just not the type of girl, at least at this point in my life, to be like budgeting for like food and stuff. I mean, I'm gonna try to be like meal prepping and doing all that but when I'm in Boston, just because, well, number one, for health reasons, and number two, just because of financial, like I'm not gonna be eating out every day. And I'm not gonna be like ordering like Postmates and stuff every day. Like I'll be cooking a lot. So and like shopping at Trader Joe's and like places that are like more inexpensive. So I'm not really worried about like that end of it as much as like the general like rent, like bigger expenses. Well, I guess food can be like a major expense. I mean, that's like what I spend all my money on now, but you know what I'm saying. It's just like a lot to think about, and I know like I'm 22, like this is the point, like it's like, wake up, Brooke, we got to do this now. You got to be a big girl. So I totally get it. Like I'm not trying to complain. I'm just always super real with you guys, and honestly at the moment this is what I'm dealing with. And I mean, I'm so fortunate that this is the biggest adversity that I have going on in my life right now. It's so much worse, and I recognize that, and I recognize like my privilege and stuff, but I think that a lot of young adults probably in my position are also dealing with this to their own extent, whatever it may be. This transition is so not talked about enough, I feel like. And I know it's funny and it's like joked about in memes, like, oh, adulting is hard, but like honestly it is hard. Like the transition between college and moving out and doing your own thing. And even though I lived in a house and then I lived in an apartment previous to this, like I haven't lived at home since high school, with the exception of summers and whatnot. But I just feel like this time period isn't talked enough about like in our lives, because it's a very stressful time. A lot of change is going on. It's the biggest change ever, because especially if you went to college, like you've been, you know, doing education your whole life, and now this is the whole time, like this is the switch where it's like you're no longer going to be, you know, in school. I don't know, it's like the biggest transition ever. Even if you didn't go to college, I just feel like this age of like early 20s or just whenever, I don't know, everyone's timeline is so different, so I hate to compare and be like post-grad, because that's different for everybody, and I don't mean to generalize, but you know what I'm saying. It's a lot. And yeah, obviously everybody's problems are different rankings. You know, my adversity looks very different to someone else's, and like I said, I'm like it's the best worst case scenario I could have here is, you know, dealing with finding an apartment and like signing and all that stuff, but it's like it just is a lot. It's like a lot of stuff, and I'm lucky to have my parents that are like, you know, gonna take me up to Boston, like look at apartments with me, because honestly I'm a very independent person. I do a lot myself. Like I can handle things, but this is something that for some reason this is like just, it's like a lot for me. And it's so crazy because like when I was at school, I was the one that like did the whole bit with my roommates, and I was like, you know, we're signing, and I was the one like emailing the landlord and like taking care of business, and like I'm that friend that's like, I'll take care of it, you know what I mean? Like I'll put it under my name, I'll make sure that I don't know, like I'm just typically that friend, but now I have to do it for myself, and it's like so like overwhelming that it's like almost like crippling. And like my parents are like, why haven't you filled out these applications and things like that? And I'm like, it's just so stressful. I don't know why I can't even bring myself to do it. So I hope that someone else relates to this. I know that I just made like no sense, but it's just like a really weird period of time, but it will be okay. I'm just really excited to like have a place and like have it be set. I'm like looking forward like 3-4 weeks from now to when I have a place and like a move-in date and like a floor plan. This way I can actually start like shopping for my apartment and like planning and being like, you know, the furniture that I have in the garage like is gonna work in my place. Like it's just a lot of moving parts. So I guess I guess like Friday a lot of my problems will be solved, if this makes sense. Okay, I'm also podcasting today. We're doing the remote podcast again, so that will be fun. That's at like 2. It's 10:30 right now, and just working on YouTube videos, like I said. So all good, and then I guess I'll figure out my apartment stuff in a wee bit. Not too much to do today. Can't really complain too much, but you know. Okay, I'm working on some stuff for the apartment search now. I just posted a vlog, so that's up there. But I just opened a new Google Doc, and I actually am making a list of just references that I have. I have 2 references from places that I guess I could have put my apartment on there too. So I have my leasing company that I like, the housing company that I have my current, I mean, I'm still technically in the lease of my college house. And then I have my sorority like house mom on here listed as references. And then I also listed my parents just in case they want their contact information for whatever reason, just so that I can have it on hand to the apartments when I tour. I've heard that it's handy to like have a handout of this. LOL handy. I'm trying to block my dad's contact information. But yeah, I just listed it like that. So, and then I listed like, oh, that she's the manager or whatever. And I'm printing out a few copies of this to go along with my offer letter, just so that I have it on hand. Took off my sweatshirt so you could really see how tan I am. If you guys have any other suggestions for what, like if I'm sure some of you guys have been apartment shopping. I mean, honestly, some people that watch my videos are like, not like way older than me, but like older than me enough to like provide me valuable advice. Not that age matters, but whatever. If you have an apartment and you've done this process, let me know what else I should bring, because I read that I need like pay stubs and stuff, but unfortunately with YouTube, I don't really get pay stubs unless I print them out. Obviously I can provide them like copies of like my bank account and stuff, but I don't know, I feel like that's like really personal. What else should I be bringing when I'm touring these apartments? Let me know. I have my offer letter, I have like proof of employment, I have like references from old apartments. Like what else do I need? Please let me know. Absolutely nothing new. Going to get a coffee. If I counted up all the money I spent on Starbucks, I know that it would be like a big savings, but I don't know, it's just like a passion of mine. Something about taking a drive to the drive-thru to get coffee, it's just like, it's a break in my day. I appreciate it. We also don't have iced coffee in the house still. I need to go and pick some up maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's like a running errands kind of day, so maybe I'll go tomorrow. New York City, I guess, I am going to be having a meetup. I didn't announce any of the details yet, but it's going to be like at a place, not just like in a random park or whatever. It's going to be like at an actual like designated location, and it's going to be like with a brand that I love and that I know many of you guys love too. And that's going to be June 4th. So mark your calendars if you are a New York City, or if you're like Metro, because I mean I live on Long Island, but like, you know, the city's super close. So if you're New York, Metro, whatever, and I think my mom is going to come, so I know you guys love her, and I'm very excited about it. It's going to be also in the evening time, like after work. If you guys do work, just keep that in mind. Just like after work hours, I think it's going to be around like 5, 6-ish, so should be a really good time. I'm really pumped about it. And I'm gonna try to like plan that and make it all like super fun and stuff. Please comment if you can come. I don't do meetups, really just me, because I get so nervous that no one's gonna show up, because I just feel like I'm like irrelevant. And I know that I would say that our the following that I have is very engaged, which is really awesome. Obviously, like I do not think that I have like a lot of followers by any means on social media. Like I'm proud of how far I've come, but I'm not like, wow, I'm famous. But I think that my following, I will give it to myself, like is very engaged. So I know that a lot of you guys are from New York and stuff, but I'm just praying that people can come. So please let me know if you can come, because I really don't want it to be a flop, you know? Also, just comment below. I just got a comment on my last video from someone that's like a ghost watcher. So that's someone that like watches all the videos but never like comments. I would love to connect with you guys. I think that's so cool, because there's so many YouTubers that I watch that I just don't comment on their videos. So like you would never know that I watch them, or like they would never know I watch them, whatever. But if you are one of those people, I think it would be so cool for you to comment down below so I can just like hear from you and like see what's up. I don't know, because there's like the consistent people that comment on all my videos that I notice your names, like, you know, like I appreciate your feedback, but I would love to meet the new people. I'm just gonna get a venti black iced coffee, I think, today. I don't need cold brew. Also, we officially put the Georgia alumni sticker on my car. I feel so old. I know I say that every time, but it's crazy. I got just a black iced coffee too. Venti, because it's necessary.
And it's so funny because when I would ride...
Okay, so I'm currently listening to Tori's podcast. It's Manifest with Tori Sterling. And I'm not just saying this because she's my friend, but it is a really, really good podcast. Like, even if I wasn't her friend, I would definitely recommend it to people, because I know a lot of like YouTuber podcasts are like YouTube heavy, like they do a lot of talking about YouTube, and I would say she does too, but she does a good job of introducing herself, so it's not like only if you're one of her followers you would understand, if that makes sense. And she just has such a great voice, and she's really good at like, she's just good at podcasting. Like certain people are just like naturally good at it, and she's one of them, so go check it out. And I look naked, I just realized that. I actually just sat down to film a get ready with me, just because I'm sitting here and I have nothing to do. Danielle and I actually pushed back, what time is it right now? It's like 2. We were gonna podcast right now, but she's had like a crazy long day, so we're gonna push it back either to tonight or tomorrow. And I'm around. But I'm already in like a productive mood, and I'm not wearing makeup or anything, so I was like, let me just film a quick get ready with me. This way I have a video on hand to upload. And I asked you guys for questions on my Instagram, which you guys should all follow me. I know that not everybody follows me on Instagram, so you definitely should. Should I change? I feel like I look naked in this, but I don't know what else I should wear. Okay, well, stay tuned. I bet that this vlog is going up before the get ready with me, but that's coming soon, so you can see all the products. Makeup is on. Video coming soon. I'm gonna edit that right now. Look at this mess. I put a towel down, thank God, because I thought a little bit ahead, and I was like, okay, there's gonna be, you know, makeup spillage and stuff, and there is. So I'm so glad I put the towel down. This container for my makeup, I'm gonna do an Amazon favorites video soon. I just have 2 of this exact size container, and it's just so convenient because you can like move it around and stuff. And then I keep all of my brushes in here.